Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Tech with Terrence. I'm Terrence, and today what we're going to cover today is basically just working in Microsoft Azure. For those of you who do not know what Microsoft Azure is, it's a cloud type place where you can spin up virtual machines, you can do virtual storage, you can do virtual networking. You can basically do everything you do on a regular computer. You can do it inside of this program called or platform called Microsoft Azure. So we'll jump right into it. In most cases, if you've already set up your subscription, you should be able to see this screen here. If you're not here and you don't see this little plus sign, then what I would suggest is you maybe find another video to set up a subscription. But we're going to start from the point that you do have a subscription, and we'll just go ahead and get started. So from the home screen, which is Microsoft Azure, or you can go to portal.azure.com. That should take you home. You're just going to go ahead and click on resource groups. If you don't see resource groups in the bottom, you can always hit this search box at the very top, and you can just actually type in the word resource or begin to type in the word, and there you go. You're going to click that option for resource groups. All right, and here's a create option here, or there's a create option here. Either one actually will create your resource group. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click resource group. There is your Azure subscription, like we talked about. You should already have one of those. Now I'm gonna name my resource group. Let's call it RG for resource group, and we'll call it 01. So this is resource group 01. Doesn't matter what you name it, you can call your resource group anything that you like. You're going to select your region. Region basically is where your resources are going to pull from. So in my case, I'm located somewhere close to the East US, but if you're in Australia, or if you're in West US, if you're in Central US, South Africa, and so on, you can just select the region that you're located or where your resources are going to be located. So we'll go and hit review and create. That was pretty quick. It may take a little time for Azure to load. It just kind of depends on the traffic. I think that's being dealt with by Azure. Sometimes it takes me a minute to load, but it's loaded now. So we'll just go ahead and hit validation pass. So we'll do create at the very bottom. And this is a very simple video. I'm just showing you guys how to basically spin up a basic virtual machine. So you can see on the screen here that Microsoft Azure has created my resource group. What the resource group does and what it allows you to do is actually set up the resources for your actual virtual machine. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my search box at the top again, and then I'm going to click on virtual machines. Here again, you can just type it and click on virtual machines. You can hit this create option here. That will allow us to create, and we're going to click on Azure Virtual Machine. I'm not sure what the other two do, but for this demonstration, we'll just do Azure Virtual Machines, which is the first one. Okay, here on this page next is basically just going to allow us to set up the settings of our virtual machine. You can see here the resource group. It's basically what I have already pre-selected, or what we've preset at the beginning to create the resource group. So we'll select that because that's where we want the virtual machine to be located in. Here is a pretty cool part. You actually get to name the virtual machine. So I'm going to call it VM-1. Here again, we're gonna put all of our as far as the region, you're just going to make sure that your region is where your resources are going to be for your virtual machine. So in my case, it's US East. So if wherever you're located, you want to select that. We'll leave the availability zone alone. We won't touch that setting. We'll go to the zone. I'm going to put zone 3. Zone 3 usually works best for me. You can try and experiment with which zone that you want. But for me, zone 3 works just fine. So I'm going to go down to the image. The image is basically, it's going to allow you to load whatever operating system you want on your VM or on your virtual machine. You can see there's Windows 10, there's Ubuntu server, Oracle, Linux, Windows Server 2022. In this case, let's do something pretty simple. We'll do Windows 10. All right, we're going to scroll down to where it says size. The size is important. The size is basically the size of your CPU. In most cases, if you choose anything 2 CPUs and below, basically, which is 1 CPU, that means that your virtual machine, once you spin it up, it's going to run possibly slow depending on what type of resources or what type of work you're going to be doing on the actual virtual machine. So in most cases, 2 CPUs or 16 gigabytes, that's more than enough. All right, and if you look down here next where it says administrator account, this is the actual information that you're going to use to log into the virtual machine. So for the username, you can just pick something generic. I'm going to put lab user, and then for password, go ahead and type a password. Okay, I'm going to retype it. Perfect. Okay, I got all green checks, so that's good. So we'll leave everything as is, and then we'll go to the bottom here for licensing, and we'll go to networking. So we'll leave everything alone, and we'll just do review and create. And we'll just take the defaults and everything. Let's see, that's all the information of the VM. I won't go into detail now, just kind of showing you really quickly how to quick create a virtual machine. Oh, looks like my battery's running out. Let's see if I can. I don't have my charger. I think we got enough juice to keep going. We got 19%. Yeah, we got enough juice. So usually in most cases, sometimes it takes a minute for the virtual machine to spin up. It just takes a few minutes. What I like to do is come back and refresh by going to the search box and just hitting virtual machine. And once it creates, you'll see it. It should pop in here in just a second. Just gonna keep refreshing. You can see that little box up here. Well, I don't know if you can see it on my screen. There's a little loading arrow up here that's loading. It's not done yet. I'm going to go back to resource groups. See, you can see here that there's already information that's populating inside of Microsoft Azure. And that's because of the virtual machine that we created. And if I click on the resource group over here to the left, you can see in this box that it's actually provisioning resources. There's even the virtual network that created when we created the virtual machine. So it's definitely creating. Oh, I have a message saying that the virtual machine was created. So perfect. So here's the virtual machine. Let's go ahead and click on it. VM1. As you can see, the virtual machine's not ready just yet, but we'll keep going. Hopefully it'll be ready when we get ready to remote desktop into it. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. Here again, this was basically just creating a basic virtual machine in Microsoft Azure. And just to recap, we'll start all the way from home just to kind of recap. To create a virtual machine in Microsoft Azure, you want to start from the home screen, and then you're just going to click up in the search box here, and you're going to type in resource group. Go to your resource groups, add the resource group by hitting create. Once that's done, let it load, and do a similar process by going to virtual machine. In the search box, click on virtual machine, and you're going to hit create. All right, and that's going to allow you to create your virtual machine. You're going to let that load, and then you can research virtual machine, and then your virtual machine should be there. All right, guys, it's been real. I hope you guys enjoy the video. This is Terrence with Tech, and I'll see you guys or catch you guys soon.